Friends, just imagine a planet where no woman could become a mother, but now, the biggest question was how the population would increase, how the story would begin from that time when life ceased to exist for humans, as the temperature of Earth had continuously increased due to pollution and the heat of the sun. That's why all the humans who were slightly advanced in terms of technology shifted to a planet named Tunam. As time passed, humans developed themselves, but on this new planet, there was a very big problem. All the women present there could never bear a child, meaning they were all infertile. Everyone knew that if this problem wasn't solved, their population would end after a certain time. That's why a group of astronauts undertook a mission to return to Earth and conduct some research. However, after so many years had passed, nobody had any idea what Earth would be like. Nevertheless, an astronaut named Lucy, along with her two friends, sets out on a mission. They quickly got into their spaceship so that they could reach Earth and start their work. After several days of journey, their spaceship reached the environment of Earth. All astronauts were very excited to see this because the temperature of Earth had suddenly become normal, with thick clouds spread all around and pollution levels had also returned to normal levels. Lucy gets ready with her two friends for landing, but due to some malfunction in their system, they couldn't land at the place where they were supposed to land. So, they had fallen into a very large ocean with their spaceship. Lucy somehow managed to get her friends out. Her other friend was unconscious, but Lucy somehow managed to bring both of them to the shore. However, sometime later, Lucy realizes that one of her female friends has died, and Ben, another astronaut, is critically injured. Lucy was at a loss for what to do next, so she decides to leave Ben there, and goes to find out if anyone is around. There was no one in sight for miles. After reaching a little distance, Ben tells Lucy to check her fertility, meaning to see if she could become a mother. When Lucy checked her fertility due to a malfunction in the machine, her result came back negative, meaning Lucy couldn't become a mother either. Ben, who was feeling very lonely, fires a flare gun towards the sky, so Lucy could know his location. But none of them had any idea that humans were still present on Earth. Seeing the bright flare gun, some tribal people arrived, and now they forcefully take Ben with them. Lucy was also quickly approaching Ben, but now Lucy was also captured by those tribes. Both of them were put in a small cage. After regaining consciousness, Lucy sees that Ben is severely injured, so he will need treatment as soon as possible. A chieftain of all those tribes was present outside. Lucy kept talking to the tribes continuously to give her their first aid kit, so that she could treat Ben quickly. But before that, the chieftain tells one of his men to fix one of their own. Lucy had already given injections to those tribesmen with the help of first aid, and now she had come straight to Ben to treat him. However, although Lucy had applied medicine to Ben's injuries, Ben's condition kept getting worse. Lucy was constantly waiting for those tribesmen to let them out, but then some unknown people attacked those tribesmen who were taking everyone with them. In all of them, even the tribal children were included. After the place was completely empty, Lucy wanted to leave from there with Ben, but Ben was so severely injured that he couldn't even walk. So, he tells Lucy to leave alone because Ben could only make it worse for her. Therefore, Ben decides to sacrifice himself for her. After being very saddened, Lucy comes out of the cage. Only the chieftain of the tribes was present there, who was looking for her children. Lucy realized that maybe those same criminals had abducted all the children, so she started moving towards them with the chieftain. Lucy sees that all the thugs were making all the tribesmen sit on a boat. The chieftain wanted to fire the flare gun, but Lucy stops her from doing so because if those people found out about our location, then we could also get trapped. So now, Lucy fires the flare gun in the opposite direction to distract them, and the people move away from the path. Lucy moves on the boat while swimming in the water. However, she was continuously searching for the chieftain's daughter, but those same looters had come back to the boat, so Lucy had to stop in the boat itself. Lucy had hidden with those children who were being kidnapped, and now the boat stops on an island. A man lines up all the kidnapped people and tells them their respective jobs. But as soon as the man sees Lucy, he starts checking her locket very carefully. It seemed he had found out something about Lucy. So instead of sending Lucy with the rest of the people, He sends Lucy to his leader. Their leader's name was Gyps, who was the mastermind of this entire kidnapping. Gyps tells Lucy that he knows her. Actually, many years ago he, like Lucy, came from the True planet. Lucy's father was also included in their team. Gyps was asking about Lucy's spaceship, which had been completely destroyed, and now Lucy had only one. There was a need to transmit, so that she could contact the planet and send help. Along with this, when Lucy asks Gyps about her father, then Gyps tells her that when we all came to Earth, the environment here was suitable right away, meaning that Earth had become normal again. But when the native people living here found out that your father was calling people from his planet to Earth, they got very angry. They attacked together and killed your father on seeing him. It seemed like Gyps was hiding something from Lucy, but he didn't tell her anything yet. Instead, Gyps takes Lucy with him to some children. He teaches them different things about spacecraft. These things also included machines, which Lucy's father used to make. Gyps provides a room for Lucy to stay in, and now, after a few days, Lucy's periods start, meaning that after coming to Earth's environment, Lucy could also have children. Gyps had kept a little boy with him, who was completely orphaned. When she goes to the boy and starts talking, then the boy, seeing a plant, says that someday this plant was like a seed. After so much struggle, it became so big. Lucy becomes very eager to hear this because all these things were told to her by her father. She was asking the boy who finally told him all these things. Then the boy tells that an old man lives in the nearby room. Lucy ran to see the man, and now, going inside, she realizes that it's not someone else but her father. Lucy meets her father after so many years, and is very happy. But Lucy questions Gyps why he lied. Gyps brushes off the important matter by jokingly dismissing it. He was saying that he wanted to surprise Lucy. After dinner, when Gyps is dining, he gets to know from his people that the tribes have attacked their ship. They had completely damaged the generator. Gyps immediately goes to fight the tribesmen with his people. But now, the chief of the tribal tribe had attacked Lucy because she was continuously searching for her daughter. That's when Lucy helps the tribal chief and takes her there, where all the children were kept captive. Interestingly, only girls were kept in that place. Lucy asks Gyps about this, and that's when Gyps reveals the dark reality. Actually, Gyps wanted to summon all the advanced people from his planet here. Until they reach Earth, all these girls will be ready for reproduction, and all the people in our community will have children with them. In other words, Gyps and his people wanted to treat all these tribesmen as slaves. That's why Gyps now uses the transmitter brought by Lucy to send a message to planet. Lucy reunites with her father. The reasons they were continuously telling her were that because of these very instances, he didn't want to call back the people from planet. Because the people from planet had quite good technology with them, through which they could enslave these tribesmen. Now Gyps was telling Lucy how, by any means, he won't let Gyps get emotional, so that he doesn't cry to send a message. Gyps constantly sat on his ship at the weather station from where he could send messages to his planet. Without wasting any time, Lucy jumped into the water and continuously swam towards him. And now, as soon as Gyps goes inside the machine to put the transmitter, Lucy comes in front of him. But here Gyps points a gun at the same child he used to call an orphan, but his mother was also there. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Gyps immediately fits the transmitter inside the machine, activating the entire system, and now sends a message towards planet. The mother of the little boy was telling Lucy that this child is your father's, born from their relationship, meaning that this little boy is Lucy's brother. Gyps had directly shot the mother of that child. Therefore, Lucy gets angry all of a sudden and jumps into the water, continuously pressing Gyps's throat. And now, after working very hard, Lucy chokes Gyps to death. But now she too was unconscious all of a sudden, and was walking under the water. Suddenly, the chief of the tribes comes into the water and saves Lucy, bringing her up. In other words, now all the problems have been solved. Lucy goes to her brother, who was sitting alone on the ship because he knew that a message had been sent to planet. And now, in just a few months, very advanced humans will come from there to Earth. But Lucy says that until they arrive here, we will have to develop our technology to fight them, and in our own way. The story ends here.